Salve, people of the universe. My name is Lord Salvatore, and today we're going to be talking about the State of the Union address in America. Now, I myself am a European, of course, and I'm just going to lay out what people on a global scale need to know from the State of the Union address and why it's important. First of all, why it's important. The State of the Union address is basically what the United States government is planning to do forthcoming. So, a few key points that they mentioned were things like they wanted to make abortion more legalized, they wanted to have more rules against guns, they wanted to, all that kind of stuff. But he also blamed the Republicans and the Republican Party for bad economy, even though they're both technically at fault a little bit for the stimulus checks and the printing of money that both of them did. Both Donald Trump and Joe Biden's governments have done that too much. And another thing that happened is that he lied about a few things, which was, not good for him. But also one thing is that people were very, active during the State of the Union address, which means that, other politicians and people in power were really just reactionary toward him. And not in a positive way at all. No. There were a lot of, people responding with, boos and, thumbs down, and there was also a case of a lying senator named George Santos, who basically has been lying about pretty much everything in his life, including his mother's deaths, and yes, I said deaths as in multiples, because he said she died multiple times, apparently. And besides that, there's also, of course, the issue of policing that he wanted to address. So, there's a lot of things going on there, but what should we take away from this? Okay, so, what should we as the rest of the world take away from this? Well, the American government is unstable, and Joe Biden is most certainly not going to run again. He's probably going to be replaced by someone else. Most likely they'll try to push a woman in for their liberal views, and also because of the fact that women are more emotional. So that's going to be more of an emotion-based reaction, which can lead to two options. Either we're going to end up with a bitch, and she's going to start to really be aggressive towards other world leaders and saying women power, or alternatively, it's going to be the opposite, which is that it's going to be a woman who buckles really easily and wants to make friends with everyone, trying to be agreeable, which is, one of the worst traits that women have when it comes to competition-based jobs. It's their agreeableness, because they are supposed to be caring by biology, they're the mothers, the carers. So, they instinctively have this. So what should we take away from that, then? Okay, well, no matter what happens, it's not going to look great for the Americas. And I have it on the highest authority that pretty soon we're going to see some kind of inner conflict in America leading to seceding states, or perhaps even something completely different, not completely different, but something worse, which is a war between one side or another side, or even between different countries as a result of the tensions within America. And there's already been issues with America. America has also tried to get people in the Netherlands to stop manufacturing chips and sending them to China. So there's, of course, the chip war and the balloon that was hanging over the United States not too long ago. So these things were not addressed during the State of the Union, because these are sensitive topics to the Biden administration. So, they try to avoid the things that make them look bad. But the truth is that, it's been a long time coming. Because even, the amendments in the United States are, really, yes, they should stick to them as long as the United States exists in its current form. But the problem is, its current form is too old. I'm not of the true belief that, with the Napoleonic Revolution, there should always be a revolution every once in a while. Even, a democratic empire should change eventually. Empires fall, because eventually, even, the democratic rule is going to be outdated. Because people evolve, technology evolves, the world evolves. And whether that's going to be gemtocracy but in a different form, or whether that would be something completely different, that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that, it does happen eventually. It's bound to happen. It has to happen. It's how things progress, and it's a good thing. So what else should we take away from this? from this State of Union address to the what should the world take away from this as a regular citizen? Well, we're going to see some turbulence in a few sectors, including oil, computers, and overall currencies that based as a backbone on the dollar. So we're talking about the Singaporeans, and we're talking about basically those kinds of countries, the very small ones who basically backbone on the dollar, very modernized, especially Asian countries. Now, okay, so now that we have that out of the way, I just want to say one more thing. You're going to be seeing less of me on this channel. As you can tell, I'm also not even using my face cam. This has partially to do with declining health, but also to do with the fact that other people are going to be doing more on this channel too. So thank you all for watching, and all hail to the rebel.